Hey dudes, Carl here, coming to you from the big comfy chair. Yeah, like that cartoon show, Blue's Clues. Yep, in the big comfy chair. Let's get this done because I got a lot of stuff going on today. My wife had the day off yesterday and today, and I kind of have the day off, but I'm going to deliver later. Spark. Going to deliver in the dark to get the extra money. Have some fun this afternoon. The last video I left off on was a gun video at 6 minutes. Says he's on a schedule. He's got to get to Fred and Raffaella's. He lies and said he's going to edit videos. He doesn't edit videos. Who is it? T-Buckets. She edits the videos. Yep. And he showed you his new gun bag. He loves it. It's an awesome gun bag. You know, Tim, you can just buy gun bags. You don't have to buy a gun to get a gun bag. And you can get whatever kind you want. You could probably get a leather gun bag, really nice, cheaper than buying a gun. But I guess, yeah, whatever. And he acknowledged everybody that bought him a coffee. You're never going to know who they are. He made them all anonymous because it used to be, you know, he can scrub his comments, and then he used to have this buy me a coffee, and if you bought him a coffee, you could say whatever you want, and he couldn't delete it. Well, he cried to the buy me a coffee people, and so buy me a coffee for him's totally anonymous. Way to go. Oh, yeah. Garlord Legend buys him coffees. I still like you, Garlord Legend. You may not like me, but I thought you're an all right dude. And your driving videos, you're okay, I think. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe you do like me and someone's impersonating you. I don't know. I have no idea. Next one, he's talking while driving. I might have to start doing that because that give me extra time. I don't really want to do it, but I don't know. I might change my mind on that. You know, people can change their mind. Yep. Um, I think my hair's pretty dry. Someone got really mad that I did a video with wet hair, but it's pretty dry now. I did a driving video, and he mentioned that something was on the floorboard right next to his pee bottle. Because he watches us. He watches all of our stuff. Life of Vive caught the pee bottle on the floor and just nailed him. So, you know, there's no reason he'd talk about a pee bottle being on the floor if he didn't watch. So he watches everything. He's got to go get a cake to take over to Fred and Raffaella's. The only reason he's going down there to get the cake is because T-Bucket's going with him. And T-Bucket, although she's just as bad as Tim, at least she knows that when you go to someone's house or something like that, you bring a gift. Old Tim doesn't know. Tim's just bringing his laundry, so Raffaella will do his laundry while he's there and fold it and everything and put it back out in his car. He's such a jerk. And he's complaining about his $45 every time he goes to the doctor. Oh, this is killing me. $45 here, 45 there, 45 there. It adds up. Yeah, sure it does, Tim. But you're rich. You can afford it. I don't know why you're paying doctors to kill you, but you are. Oh, and then he went to McDonald's. Same old joke. Receipt. I can't afford it. God, I don't know. They're so bad. I don't know, Tim, I don't know why you torture those poor people that work at McDonald's. I mean, they're working there and you're torturing them with your stupid zing and a biscuit. What the zing? You know, receipt, I can't afford it. I can't afford to pay attention to you, Tim. There you go. 96 cents. And then he paid $5 toward someone's uh, offer that was only like $5.45, but he claimed he only had $5 in cash, but who knows? And then he waited for the wave. Of course, he didn't get one. So, you know, he talks about being retired like him so you could live the best life. Well, my new thing is you only need 1 or 2 hours and you can do everything Tim does in a day. Everything Tim does in a day that's worth doing, you can do in 1 or 2 hours. And so if you sleep 8 hours, you work 8 hours, 2 hours, you still got 6 hours left to do everything else, and you did exactly what Tim did. I don't know. He talked about some air freshener. I don't know if he talked about Ozium, but Ozium's the best air freshener. I drove Uber for a while. You get this osium. You can't be in there because it's toxic, but you just spray the osium in there and have your heater running 5 minutes. You can't smell a thing. It doesn't smell like anything. It just smells like nothing. It completely deodorizes the air, but it's pretty bad stuff. I don't know what's in it, but you don't want to breathe it. He told stories about spilling coffee on himself when he was a car salesman. He'd ruin his $50 tie or his shirt, and he was all mad. He's all hopped up on the fantasy of selling his Honda and camper and getting a boat to go fishing. It's going to be Sarasota Tim, the fisherman. I think you should do that, Tim. I'd watch that shit. You sell your crap, you just have your truck and a boat, and you go out fishing and film it. That'd be good, Tim. I'd love it. I'll watch. Go do it. Do it. Do it, man. Don't just talk about it. Do it. But you live in fantasy land. You don't got no money to do that. And then he keeps calling himself a minimalist with 2 cars. I don't know. Then he did a fireside chat. I must have missed this one. He said he was looking at knives that are like $600. Because I don't know if he's talking about my videos. But anyway, he's saying that there's a train coming. That's the wife texting me saying, "You've been too loud." Anyway, the Capote calls her the warden. Yeah, because she wouldn't let me buy a cigar when I was in Vegas. I was going to buy a nice cigar. Soda. Yeah. But not really. If I really wanted a nice cigar, and I'd go buy it. But I didn't want to. And she's like, "That's silly. Just get a little cheap one when you're doing your Capote stuff." Anyway, it's looking at $600 knives because he must be watching my videos where I don't have a gun. I just got a knife for my self-protection. And there might be a few instances where I got a knife, but someone's got a gun, and then I don't make it. Well, that's going to be a bad day if that happens. But my sister is married to a Navy SEAL. Well, he died in maneuvers. But anyway, he came back. He came to Peoria for their wedding and stuff like that. And you know, he's like telling the DJ, if he messes up one more time, I'm gonna go over and cut his sack. Well, he's got a special knife that they carry. You know, it's no big secret, the knives that the SEALs carry. And so that's the knife he got me, and I got it from him, so it's a cool present. And he taught me how to use it. He's like, "This is what you do, and you know, someone comes after you, you're not incapacitating them. You're putting them down because they're not coming back. And then if you did want to incapacitate somebody just to get away, you can do that too. But he taught me a whole bunch of self-protection shit, which was cool. Navy SEAL stuff. So that was cool. Anyway, but it ain't no $600, but I don't want to lose it because I got it from him, so it's like a gift. So it's not, it just got no, you know, I'm keeping it. I'm not selling it. When I die, wherever it goes, it can go in it wherever. And then he talked about all these fishing stories where I guess these guys pay big money to go on a boat, spend all their time and fish and catch fish that they have to release, that they can't keep. Why would you spend a bunch of money to catch fish that you can't keep? I don't get it. I'm sure lots of people like to do it, but whatever. And they say you take a picture with the fish and then you take it to the taxidermist and he just makes a replica of it and sends it to you. And then you tell everybody that's the fish you caught and it's not really a fish. That's ridiculous. I mean, up here we kill deer and they cut the heads off and they put them up on the wall, and that's the deer. That's the actual deer. And stuff like that. So I don't get it. But anyway. Yeah, and then he admitted he watched a bunch of gun videos. This is a new fireside chat he did, 40 minutes. He said no one's watching his gun videos and he knows it. He took notes this time, and he did a whole bunch of thing about TV shows. and he took notes. So either that was New York Dan or the Dingalinger, because said Sarasota Tim's never taken notes until they said something. And so it's either New York Dan or the Dingalinger. I think it was New York Dan, though, but I don't know. I could be wrong about that. And then he did this whole thing talking about old TV shows and trying to goad people into commenting, you know, trying to get a whole bunch of comments that way on his video. Well, Tim, you're a copycat. You copycatted that right off of Blind Views, because that's what Blind Views does all the time, dude. So who's the copycat now, Tim? You're the copycat, Tim. Where's my finger? Yeah, it's you, Tim. It's you, Timmy, right there. Yeah. And you little dudes over here, you guys behave. You guys behave. You 5% that are jerks, behave. Anyway. And then this morning it did a morning chat, 10 minutes. He said he wasn't supposed to eat till 11 because he's on this fasting diet and he's eating before 11. I guess he's on to a new diet now. And what did I tell him the whole time, dude? It's what you put in your pie hole and it's how much you exercise. That's all it is. You don't put stuff in your pie hole, you don't gain weight. That's all there is to it. And you got to move a little bit. But I guess he's on to another diet. Don't worry. 3 days from now, he'll be on to some other diet. He goes to dinner every night with tea buckets, and they eat out at a restaurant. So he's fat. And you saw him at that fireside chat. It's got that big belly. Got that big old belly. It's getting bigger, Tim. It's getting bigger. You're going to be able to play Santa with me, buddy. Yeah. Yeah. We can be Santa brothers. Oh, and then he's got to get out so he can complain that everybody that's working is in his way. If we'd all just get to our jobs and be at our jobs, we'd be out of his way. But the people who work at McDonald's, they're at their job when he comes to bother him. Same thing with the gas station people. Oh, and then he's talking about, oh yeah, I go do good content. Hey, it's Daytona Bike Week. I could go up there and film because I'm retired and I got nothing else to do. I could just pop over to Daytona and make a bunch of content. But he won't. And he says he's not going to. So why even mention it, Tim? Why even mention it? You're not going anywhere, Tim. You talk about going out west or going anywhere. You ain't going nowhere. You're gonna have to go to the doctor every week about something, and you're gonna have to pay $45, and they're gonna kill you. And then the last one I got, get me all caught up, get you guys all caught up, is he's driving around for 10 minutes, and he's talking about how he's gonna go drive to shoot guns, but we're not there yet. It says it's 70 degrees and 11 a.m. So when he ate, it was before 11 a.m. And then, of course, he talked about Elvis. Elvis was cool. When I was in law school, the dude I worked for, part-time clerking, he had this Elvis impersonator come up for a concert. It was pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, Tim, you're not going anywhere. But if you do go out west, I'm saving up some extra money. Because if you go out west, I'm going to pop on the plane here from Peoria and go to Vegas, get a car and come down and visit you. And in a couple of days, old New York Dan is going to be visiting you at your trailer park. Yep. Old New York Dan. We're trying to get you to do a fireside chat together, Tim. I think that'd be cool. You and New York Dan should get together. Come on, JJ. Get them together. Come on. It'd be good. Good content. You guys both get a bunch of views. It'd be good. Oh, well. I'm going to go hang out with the wife until it's time to go to work. Maybe we'll do something. Maybe we'll just sit around. Who knows? See you later. Have a great Saturday.